I'm Anil Kumar, and this video is for my student Melissa. Now, we just started with sine and cosine law, and her question most of the time is which side comes over which angle, and like all this, like how to figure it out. So, and which is A and which is cos A and things like that. So, what I've done here is kind of twisted the question. I hope that will help us to understand the concept. And let's go through it. Let's see if it works for you, right? We are trying to solve acute angle triangles using trigonometry. Question here is, cosine law can be used to solve an acute angle triangle if two sides and contained angle is given. One should understand that we have two laws, sine and cosine law, right? When should we use them? Now, cosine law can be used in two situations where sine law cannot be used. When you are given three sides, then you can use cosine law, or you are given two sides and included angle, right? Or angle contained between these two sides. So these are the two situations where you should apply cosine law. I should say law. Okay. So that is first thing to understand. Now let's read the question once again. It says, cosine law can be used to solve an acute angle triangle if two sides and contained angle is given, right? That is one condition. This is the second. If x square equals to y square plus z square minus 2 times, okay, so there is a typing error here. So I'll correct this. 2 times 17, 19 cos of 42 degrees. Sketch a possible triangle and solve it. Okay. So let me first correctly write down this equation. This equation, as you have guessed it, should have been x square equals to, these are y and z's, do you see? X square equals to 17 square plus 19 square minus 2 times the two sides which are given to us, 17 and 19, and the angle included, which is 42 degrees. So that is how we have to understand the law, right? I hope even this typing error helps us to understand the situation, right? Okay, now the question is, which I really wanted to emphasize on, sketch a possible triangle and solve it. Okay, so let us sketch first. So we are given two sides x and y, that means, and the angle between them is 42. So let us say this is one side and that is the other side. Perfect. And these two sides are 17 and 19. So we are assuming that, well, let's just draw it. Join these two. Fine. Now, angle given to us is in between these two sides. That is kind of important, right? So one of these sides is 17. So let me call this as 17 and this as 19. The angle which is between or contained is 42 degrees. Correct? Since 17 is y, right? Since 17 is y, then the vertex opposite 17 should be capital Y. Z is 19, so the vertex opposite 19 should be Z. And that is our x. Do you get the whole idea now? And the side opposite to this vertex is x, which we are trying to find. You get the idea. So that is how the real situation is. And now it's simpler. You can just use your calculator and find the answer. So we have 17 square plus 19 square minus 2 times, put them in bracket, not really required in this particular case, right? But still, it's a good practice. Cos of 42 degrees, okay. So we have cos of 42 degrees and say equal to. So whatever you get, don't erase it. You get here 169.9284. Take 4 decimal places. X will be square root of this, 169.9284. So let me do square root of this now. Square root of my answer, and well, I should not have put that bracket. Okay, so delete it and say equals to 13.03. Good. So we get 13.03. Got the idea, right? So you could round this to to 13, right? So let's say x is equals to 13, correct? So that is how you can solve. And now to find the other angles, what can you do? To find other angles, we can use sine law. Most of the time, you will notice that whenever you are using cosine law, it should be followed by sine law to get the rest, okay? So let's solve for it now. So we need to find, for example, z, then it will be sine z, I'll always write it on the top, over the opposite side equals to what is given to us, right? So it is given now 13 over 42. But sine of angle I'm writing on top. So sine 42 degrees over 13. Correct? So this is the constant which is given to us, right? So we will find what angle z is. We say sine z is equals to 19 times sine 42 degrees. Okay, keep on writing degrees over 13. Okay, so we can use the calculator. So we get 19 times sine of 42, say equal to, and then divide by 13. No harm, right? Follow these steps. So we get 0.9779. Keep that value and find sine inverse, because we are really interested in finding the angle z, which is sine inverse of all this. Do you get the point? 4 decimal places is minimum you should take. Okay, so we do second function, sine inverse of our answer, and then say equal to, we get 77.9, which is 78 degrees. So we get z as 78 degrees. And from here you can find y, right? So don't apply sine law again. We know two angles, just do 180 degrees, take away 42 degrees, and take away 78 degrees, correct? So let us take away these from 180. 180 minus 42 minus 78 equals to 60 degrees. That's good. So that is how you should be solving a triangle, which is not a right triangle. Thank you.